Hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. So let's look at the Bitcoin price action right now. So I'm glad to see Bitcoin is about 22,000 right now. Well, this is the weekly Bitcoin chart. But unfortunately, this is a bit of an issue. We're not seeing much volume. So I would like to see more volume, like bigger volume candle, something similar to over here, as you can see here. I would like to see more volume. So even if you look at the daily chart, we are not seeing much volume there. See this is the chart right here. This is the price action over here. But look at the volume. There's not much volume here. This is a bit of a worry. But anyways, who cares? Like, even if it's on less volume, if it pumps, uh, if you want to take profit, you can sell and take profit. But still, if someone wants to accumulate for long term, for 1 to 2 years, it's not a bad time to do so. But yeah, given that you're going to hold it for long term, and don't go all in right now, because still we could still see Bitcoin get rejected somewhere near here and then comes back down to retest 17,000, even 12 to 14,000. Let's go back to the weekly chart quickly. And this white line right here, this is the 200 weekly moving average. So back in the day, it used to be really good support, but unfortunately we broke below this 200 weekly moving average, and now we kind of like consolidating right under. Yeah, so that's somewhere near 22,700. So next resistance level I'm looking at right now, which is somewhere near 22,700. So basically another 400 USD away from the current price. So if it breaks about 22,700, that's things are looking good, and it comes back and stay above 22,700, then we could expect a lot higher prices, like say 28 to 30K. And then even if you're lucky, probably at 35K, given that the 200-day moving average is somewhere near 35K right now. So this is the daily chart, and this white line is a 200 period, 200-day moving average, somewhere near 20, 30, 35,500, 450, something like that. So we could still see it comes back up, uh, all the way goes back up to this level. And we need to also see how the traditional market's going to react, right? If we see Dow Jones, Nasdaq, probably we see like a reversal, and if we see a lot of positive market action for these traditional markets, that would also help Bitcoin price action to go a lot higher. So we have to wait and see. Yeah, and then few weeks ago I mentioned many times, like even we closely looked at this RSI on the weekly chart, right? So which is more promising. It's better than the daily chart. And I mentioned, like, we've never seen Bitcoin RSI at these levels, right? Drop all the way to 25, and now it has probably gone back up about 30 to about like 32 or something. So this area is like a really good accumulation period for long term, no doubt, right? I mean, because we have never seen Bitcoin oversold on the weekly chart, right? Never in this area. So still, if someone wants to grab some Bitcoin for long term, it's not a bad time to accumulate. But do not expect, like, to trade, like buy and sell and quick, like trying to make like a quick buck here and there. That's not what I'm planning to do. Like, whatever I'm going to buy right now, I'm going to hold it for like 1 to 2 years or so, and probably expect a lot higher prices for Bitcoin, right? So let's not forget the next halving is somewhere near 2024 May or April. So we could expect a lot higher prices after the halving, but it doesn't mean we're not going to see like few pumps here and there. And let's not forget, in 2017, 2018, Bitcoin dropped all the way from 20K to 3,000, and then we've seen like a pump from 3,000 to 14,000. So we could see something similar this time around. Like, we had to, it could be, I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure, like it could happen. If that happens, don't forget like to take some profit as well if you have accumulated enough Bitcoin during these uh, levels, right? So Bitcoin was below 200 weekly moving average for about like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 weeks or so. That was like a really good opportunity to buy Bitcoin under 20K. And I made like a few videos and I reminded everyone, like, it's a great opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin. I hope everyone bought some, and even still, it's only up, like, if you look at the 20K mark, it's only up 2,000, right? But if you're expecting Bitcoin to go to like 100K or 150, right? So buying it right now will still be cheap. So no one knows the bottom. I can't say this is the bottom, right? We have to wait and see, because we still don't know, given that we don't have much volume like this, we are not seeing much support from the volume. Looking at here's a very thin volume. This could be a fake out, right? Might get rejected at 22,700 and comes back down to retest 17K. If it breaks that, 12 to 14K, we might see that. But we don't know, right? So the best thing is, if you've been accumulating, you can accumulate for some time, like below 22,700, below 200 weekly moving average, and also have a little bit of cash set aside, like just in case if it breaks 17,000 and it goes below 12 to 14K, make sure you also have some money to accumulate Bitcoin for long term as well, right? The only worry I'm seeing right now is the volume. There's not much volume. Yeah, so let's wait and see. Another 400 to 360 USD will probably be gonna meet 200 weekly moving average. Let's see what happens. It could get rejected and comes back down. And MACD is kind of like, see this blue line is kind of curving, and it probably might cross this red line in few weeks or so, and that could be a bullish sign as well. Yeah, so we have to wait and see. And if it breaks about 22,700 and hold it as support for some time, then we could even see 28 to 30K. And then if you go up, look at the daily chart. So this is the 200 day moving average. So normally this acts as some kind of a magnet, right? If the price has gone above this 200-day moving average, far away from this moving average, it tends to pull it back down towards this trend line. So it's the same thing the other way around. It has gone so far, like below this white trend 200-day moving average. So there's a tendency that it might pull it back up towards this trend line. If that happens, you're looking at mid 30K Bitcoin before we see a rejection and it comes back down. So let's not get like overly bullish and expect a lot higher prices. Let's see whether it's going to break 22,700. So that's what I'm looking at, which is the 200 weekly moving average. So that's my first target. If it breaks that, things are looking good, and breaks above and stay there for some time. And if Bitcoin can close the candle above 200 weekly moving average on next Monday, like somewhere, if on next Monday, if you see the price at 22,800, that'll be a good sign. That means, like, it's trying to stay above 200 weekly moving average. Okay, so that's just a quick video regards to Bitcoin price action. I'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you. See ya.